Going. What's up, bye? Wow, I messed that up. What's up, bye? Hey, what's up, everybody? I'll take care of it. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Frank presents the Play Call back on the Saturday edition. Today's just me and Bree. Everybody else is a little busy, but it's all good. Bree, how you been?
The OG duo.
Yes, the OG, the original duo. Not much news going on. Quarterback dropped on NFL on Netflix. Jesus, I can't get my mind right. Quarterback dropped on Netflix. I watched the whole thing. Bree was like, only watch 2 episodes. And I was like, oh, I'm already episode 2. And then I got a new TV and I'm like, wow, it looks great. So I just kept watching it. And I will say this, by the time you're done, we could discuss all the other episodes. But I was a Joe Burrow fan before, but I'm definitely a Joe Burrow fan now. Like
I
di-
like Joe Burrow. He's just the op. Like if
yeah,
Joe
because
Burrow
he's in your
not playing
division.
in the North, like if Joe
Yeah.
Burrow didn't play in the North, like
He is, but you know what I like about these, and you'll see, I have a different look on Kirk Cousins. You know, I respect him a lot. I do.
you get
Uh,
to see you get to see them outside of
yeah.
the form.
And golf, I didn't know much about golf, but you know what? He's actually grown on me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In this thing, and wait until you see the episode with Eminem and him standing face to face. Golf is pretty tall. Either he's pretty tall or Eminem's pretty short, but that's much pretty much it going. Bree, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. We just have like a little bit of news, and then we'll discuss the first episode of quarterbacks, and then we will do trivia. I'm going to quiz Frank on 25 questions to see what his grade is
I'm
at the end.
nervous. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous.
So the first news, and we could talk about it, because I don't know how I feel about it, but the Bears are signing their GM Ryan Poles to a contract extension, keeping him in Chicago for years to come. And a big offseason with new coaching staff, Poles isn't going anywhere. So now he's under contract until 2029.
So, um, I think it's good. I think it's good, and I'm gonna tell you why. He's done a good job to build a team there. Um, they get it. I think they strengthened up their offensive line this year. I don't know who they got in the offseason, but there's no reason why the quarterback can't excel if he's supposed to be the quarterback that everybody thought he was going to be. Make sense? So he did his job. If we look at if we look at everybody else, he's doing what he's supposed to do is bring the talent in. Now the coaching has to do what they're supposed to do. And I think they got Ben Johnson, who was the OC for
The
Lions. He's going to be the head coach now. So now you have a offensive minded head coach with a second year start at quarterback. You still got Keenan Allen, I think. You still got some weapons. You got Swift. You still got
DJ
pieces. Yeah, you still got the people you need. If they shrink the offensive line, that defense was pretty decent. I think it's a good idea. I think it's good. You know, he hasn't. It's not like he's picking up bad players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who else they gonna go get? You know?
Yeah, it's just we have to see how this new coaching works, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I said I was a little iffy about it is because you're drafting these players, but these players aren't fitting the coaching of the organization or the organization as a whole.
Hmm.
So, I know they're not just going to just dump all the players. Like it's easier to get rid of the coaching before you get rid of the players, you know?
Right.
It's it's easier to get more coaches than it is to get more players. As we see free agency, yeah, there's still a lot of players in free agency, but are they as talented to get you over that hump, you know?
Hmm.
So we'll see. Um, I think they needed like to clean house, like clean sweep, you know. Their GM is young, he's a very young man. So we'll see if everything works out, especially what they drafted this year. So
Yeah, I think so when we seen the hard knocks, like the one with the Giants and how they were trying to prep for this, draft and everything, um, I think that's what the coaching has taught to the GM. Hey, this is what I want. This is who I want. If I'm the head coach and I need to make my offensive line great, I'm probably gonna go and ask them, hey, what I gotta do to get Skarnecchia out of retirement or to come work over here and leave New England. um, to get my offensive line great. So I think we'll see how this year goes. I agree there. Um, because we got to see how it looks and how it plays out. But I
Mhm.
think thus far he's done a good job, you know. And at the end of the day, the GM, yeah, he's the one in charge of hiring personnel, managing personnel, and all that good stuff. But the owner could be like, "Listen, this is who I want." So either A, you go get it, or B, you could find yourself another job.
Mhm. No, yeah, and speaking of Hard Knocks with the Giants, that was their GM's like first full year being the GM.
Hmm.
And also it's just like I think that season with him being such a brand new GM and the 2024-2025 season was his first full season being the GM of the Giants. I think that low key also set them up for failure or set him up for failure when it
Yeah,
came to use of the fans of the New York Giants because he's like, this motherfucker don't know what he doing. He doesn't know, like a lot of stuff is behind the scenes.
yeah. I think I think we'll see. I think you're right. You know, when you say about seeing how the coaching pairs up with the players, right? Um, I think I feel like last year there was a lot of pressure coming in, not just on the coaching, but just on the quarterback too. I remember Caleb gave himself a lot of attention, you know what I'm saying, in the off season and how he carried himself that last season in college and at the combine and everything else, and how he wanted to get paid, how he wanted ownership in the team. And I think that with that, he added a certain level of pressure that he didn't need to add when you're already trying to be the first quarterback to pass for 4,000 yards in a franchise. You know what I'm saying? So um I think that this year will be a little different, and we'll see. With now, I think bringing Ben Johnson in and him doing his job as that is really going to fall on the quarterback now.
Mhm.
It's really going to fall on the quarterback now, but we'll see.
The next news we had, it came out a couple of days ago. I posted it in the chat, just big prayers. Najee Harris was involved in a firework mishap accident, and he sustained superficial eye injury during the incident. His agent did say that he will be ready for the season. They didn't say the extent of his eye injury, but firework mishap and he got hit in the eye. So.
Um, hey man, listen, if you ain't learned from JPP, you might want to pay attention. That man went from having 10 fingers to 7. Um, thank God he's okay, because it would have sucked for his career to be over or not be able to play this year due to an eye injury because of fireworks. I thank God he's great. Thank God he's okay. But these guys got to be careful. You know, you are under contract. It's not just all play, and have fun out there. You got to really make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because if not, you're gonna be just like the people getting hurt and maybe losing out money. And these teams maybe don't have to pay you either, especially if it's proven that you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, dummy, you voided your contract type shit.
You know what that low key reminded me of? This is out of NFL terms, or
Hmm.
Theo from the Challenge, the tall, light-skinned British.
Yeah.
So he took the last season he was on prior to 40 was season 32, which is Worlds 2. And he took a break because he was out celebrating, I think his birthday or somebody's birthday, and they popped a champagne bottle
Uh-huh.
and the top like hit him in the eye. He was blind in his eye for a few years.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's
He was
crazy.
really blind in his eye. Yeah,
Didn't
for
we have a football player once off season because he got injured not practicing at the facility with the team on his own at his own gym or something like that. The team didn't want to pay him because
yes, I heard it was about 2 years ago. What team was it? Oh my gosh. And then he had got hurt. I forgot what it was.
yeah, he got hurt at not training with the team at his own thing, and because he wasn't at the facility, they didn't have to pay him.
Mm-mm. I remember we covered it, I think I want to say 2 years ago.
Yeah,
We
we did. We covered it, and but that just tells you like these guys got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to beat the dead horse, Najee. Prayers up. I'm glad you're doing good, but man, y'all not making money like that. These teams can get rid of you and save a few $1 million. Trust me, they will.
trust me, yeah, you're absolutely right. They will. So, um, that's really much it for like the news that has happened. Nope, I lied. I lied. I lied again, Frank. Um, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but
Sue.
Sue.
His first name is Dominican Sue.
Oh, I didn't know how to
Yeah,
pronounce
his
it.
last name is Sue. Yeah, Sue.
So he just announced retirement today. He
Mhm.
announced retirement today. Today is also 11 years since his father passed away, and he announced retirement.
Sue was a good player, good defensive player. Had a bad rep in Detroit, because he played very differently. But when you saw him off the field, very intelligent, very soft spoken, a family man, raised right, educated. Um, and he got a Super Bowl, so that's what that matters at the end of the day for these guys. I don't think defensive linemen or offensive linemen or wide receivers are saying they counting rings. I think that's more of a quarterback thing. I think once these other players get one ring, they're like, "Shit, I got a Super Bowl. I'm good. Thank you." And his numbers should speak for themselves. He was a fierce defensive player. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Was Super
Congratulations.
Bowl, 13 seasons, five-time All-Pro, and a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, so congratulations to him. Wish him the best in his next endeavor. Like he said, he's still gonna be helping people out. And him and his family. I hope he's spending time with his kids and being the dad he wants to be, like his dad was to him. So good luck to him.
Yes, good luck to him as well. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's like anything else that I missed.
Now there's not much going on. There was a lot of talks about, teams and what teams are looking like and stuff like that. But I've been watching the YouTube for like the shorts and stuff and
Hmm?
have not seen anything as far as important news. Um, they did have a topic, but again, I don't know if it's on the first episode of Quarterback or the second one when I talked about Spags talking to
It had to have been the second one because the
yeah,
first one, the introduction of
it
quarterback.
had to be, yeah. So I wait, well,
Mhm.
um I guess I'll ask you this question.
Okay.
Um no, it's stupid. It'd be a stupid question because you as a defensive coordinator would not tell the guy that you're playing if he's better than your own quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna
Yeah.
yeah, it's not happening.
Can't
Um,
answer that question that you guys talked about on the last podcast that I wasn't on
which
there
one, the
for.
top five or the top five teams?
Top five teams.
Okay, yeah. So on Tuesday, me, Nikki, and June discussed top five teams based on offense, defense, and coaching. So in your opinion, who are your top five teams?
Defense, offense, and coaching.
Oh, just all around, yeah. So
Okay.
Nikki had Ravens, Lions, Chiefs, Eagles, Texans. June had Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, Lions. I had Eagles, Lions, Chiefs, Commanders, and Ravens.
Now we're missing a fucking team on there.
Who?
I would not put the Commanders up there. Who else did they put?
Well, I put Commanders. Nikki put Texans. No, June put Texans and Lions, Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles number one. Nikki
Mhm.
put Ravens, Lions, Chiefs, Eagles, Texans.
Okay. My number one will be the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
My number two will have to be the Chiefs.
Okay.
My number three will have to be the Rams.
Okay.
That's like, I'm surprised nobody said Rams, defense, offense, and coaching.
Well, I didn't pick the Rams because they lost Cooper Cup. So I was like, we don't know what that's going to look like. So to me, that's a hit on the offense.
Devontae Adams.
But we got to see how he's going to match up. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully it's going to be
that's
good.
a lot more healthier than Cooper Cup was too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's true. So you got
so,
Rams.
okay. At number four, I'm going to put defense, offense, and coaching. I'll put the Ravens at number four.
And who's your fifth?
I'm looking at my helmets real
Oh,
quick. Yeah. Because when I look at my helmets, I get like flashbacks of like the team.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'll go Lions. I'll go Lions. Honorable mention though. Can I put an honorable mention?
Yeah.
I have two honorable mentions. My first one would definitely have to be the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Um, Even though they had a faulty end to their season in the playoffs, but that offense, defense, and coaching was phenomenal, like all last season. Like, and I think Sam Darnold definitely proved like everybody wrong. I was the
Yeah.
only one who had faith in him this entire
Yeah.
time.
Really. Yes. Yes. You're the only one.
And
To
so
be honest.
I will put them, yeah, I will put them honorable mention because you can't take away what the entire team, what coaching did
Yeah.
at all. And then my second honorable mention will probably have to be, got it,
Cool.
the Green Bay Packers.
Okay. All right.
Great defense, great offense, great coaching. I think Jordan Love, especially getting injured the first game of the season, came back in full force
Hmm.
and was able to take the team back to the playoffs. Um, Last year, the defense played a hell of a role, especially winning games while in the absence of Jordan Love and having Malik Willis under center, knowing that he really couldn't really fit the offense that well.
Yeah.
Defense definitely stepped up to allow teams not to score. So and then again that coaching. I think they have the most underrated wide receiver core. They do. I think with their wide receivers, they're so underrated and they are so talented and they're not talked about enough, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, yeah. It makes sense.
I think they have the most underrated wide receiver core.
Uh,
So especially Romeo Doubs, like he's somebody that
it's
they should be
nice.
talking about more.
But Green Bay's always had receivers that fly under the radar, but are great receivers. James Jones did his thing while he was there. Jordy Nelson we knew about, but you had Donald Driver. You had other people there that were great receivers for that team, for that system, and they played well. Kind of like what you guys do in Pittsburgh. Y'all find receivers. That's one
Mhm.
thing y'all gonna do is find receivers. It's like, listen, this motherfucker catch the ball. I want to ask you a question. Because I want to hear what you got to say about this.
Okay.
A lot of times when people name top five quarterbacks, often they'll leave Jalen out, right? Jalen
And then
Hurts. And then when you throw the ring in, it's like, well, yeah, we'll put him in because he won a ring. But
mm-mm.
if,
I'm not putting him in because you threw a ring, but
yeah,
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 I would name him top five.
I think he's five, not just because he won a Super Bowl, but because he wins. At the end of the day, he wins. His numbers might not be, Burrow, Allen, Lamar, or even Patrick Mahomes numbers as yards, but he wins. Go ahead.
But I'm gonna tell you why his numbers aren't Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar numbers when it comes to passing, right? Because I feel like also the Eagles have such a great core in their offense to where he don't always have to throw the ball to the receivers like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, like he has to, if they
Yeah.
want to win games, he has to throw the ball to Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. You
Hmm.
know, so he don't really have to throw to his receivers as much because he also has a tight end for short passes. They always have great running backs.
Yeah.
And also, he is a dual threat quarterback. So if he can't pass the ball to the running back, if he can't throw the ball to the wide receivers, he's going to rush that bitch in for a first down,
Yeah.
maybe a touchdown. So I feel like that's why his numbers aren't high. But I think also that's why that offense worked because it's just you're not relying on one or two people. The
Hmm.
whole offense works as a whole. Hey, Jamar Chase, if Jamar Chase and fucking T. Higgins are covered out the butt, Joe Burrow got to give it to Chase Brown.
Yeah.
And then he got to rush. But he's good, but he's not
No, he's
Tennessee.
not. He's not
He's not a Saquon.
yeah, he's not a Saquon Barkley. But I,
No.
I feel I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do. And I think that's what hurts him. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. That's what hurts him is because, oh yeah, let me pour one up real quick. Half a cup. I gotta cook, y'all. So I'm trying not to get too faded before I cook. But you know, he I find it to be disrespectful. I do. I'm big on who people beat, right? With Nikki, sometimes she'll ask, "Oh, why do we keep giving Burrow a pass?" He hasn't won a Super Bowl. He's been to one, but he hasn't won one. I give him that. And he missed the playoffs last 2 seasons. That's not really all his fault. But he's one of the only guys that beats Mahomes and has beat
And
Mahomes.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. So if
And
Mahomes,
Brady. And Brady. Like
Brady.
Brady's gone. Those are the
Yeah.
only two that could beat
So
Patrick Mahomes.
when you if Mahomes is the people we're chasing, right? If the Chiefs are the what we're chasing, there's only like two quarterbacks that don't fear him going into a game, whether it's Arrowhead or the Super Bowl, and it's Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow. But I feel like it's time you got to give that man his credit, man. I mean, I think people need to stop um
I just
downplaying
a
what he
lot of
does.
people that dislike the Eagles so much that they don't want to give they don't want to show love to Jalen Hurts, right?
Yeah,
And it's just like also he's not problematic, he's not in the press, he's not in the news. Like we found out
yeah,
he got married 3 months after he got married,
right,
like
right, right.
he's a very private person, a very private life. He does a lot for the community of Philadelphia,
Yeah,
and just plays fucking football. That's
yeah.
it.
He
He
plays
just
phenomenal. He plays
has
good.
business
Yeah,
and has a bad bitch of a wife.
yeah.
So
Okay, that's a good answer. I like that. Um, Before we go to this quiz, June and I on Offsides discussed the state of the NFL, right? And some of the things we discussed is how the NFL could be shaping. And I said I wouldn't be surprised in the next 3 seasons you see a team out of the overseas, either Canada, UK, in expansion, and now we're playing more games because we're already playing more games overseas. You already see what they're trying to do is they're trying to leave an imprint.
Ireland for the Steelers and Vikings, I think that's iconic.
Yeah. So what's your take on the state of NFL? How do you in the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see the NFL going?
I see it definitely expanding, right? I do definitely see it expanding. Now, I see us having teams like overseas, like in the next 3 to 5 years? No. But the reason why I'm gonna tell you no is because I could see us having a team in Canada first
Yeah.
before. But what I definitely can see with the expansion of the NFL is the expansion of the XFL as well.
Okay.
Now, what I can see is um in the expansion of flag football, especially with the Olympics coming up. You
Hmm.
know, that's the big talk. We already have a national flag football league. I really want them to incorporate them and the NFL players into the Olympics because they're already playing these countries overseas.
Hmm.
Um, it's the simple fact of money, right? It's the simple fact of okay, um, we gotta fly people out of the country and have them live there. We
Yeah.
got to for the expenses of like we got to see like what tickets can sell, what tickets can't sell, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think football is expanding in the US. If we do expand outside of the US, I see us doing a team in like Toronto, kind of
Yeah.
like how the NBA, they have the Toronto
And
Raptors.
baseball got the Blue Jays.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I see it that I do see the football getting a lot more electronic. And the reason why I say that is because something that wasn't talked about last week, and I actually found out, I want to say Monday or Tuesday, is that one of the referees is under investigation, has been taken off for rigging games for the Chiefs last season.
What?
Yeah, I seen something about that.
Oh my God. That's breaking news. Well, the Bengals asked the NFL to launch an investigation on the Chiefs basically throwing their game, the
Mhm.
last game of the season, throwing it so that the Bengals don't get into the postseason. That's an investigation going because they didn't even start any of their starters. You know how sometimes last game they just start their starters, they pike the ball, do a drive, or they go 4 and out, and then they bring their bench in. They didn't even try to win the game. And I don't want to say what Joe Burrow said in the last episode of the season um, of quarterback because I want you to see it for yourself and we discuss it. But um, yeah, man, it's interesting. It's interesting.
So NFL has fired referee Clete Lakeman, who officiated the game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills after an investigation found he shared a sports betting account with the professional poker player who bet on the football team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, is that the same guy that said it wasn't a first down when Josh Allen clearly passed the line and they kept saying no?
Maybe I don't know who that guy. I don't know what he looked like with his hat, you know? So I don't know which one he was, but yeah, so I definitely see like, they said they're gonna get the electronic first down markers and stuff to help out with it. I think that they should do more drone like drone type camera shots to where we can actually fully see because a lot of times when they do playbacks on these cameras that they have, some angles you can't see it all the way.
Yeah.
But think the overhead drone cameras that they have for the Super Bowl, right? And that they incorporated for the Super Bowl. They need to have that in all games, you know?
Yeah.
Or in basketball, they already do the overhead drone
Yep.
shots and stuff to see everything. They need to incorporate that in football because there's one is way too many people on the field. If you have an overhead drone, you can literally see above everybody. You're able
Yeah.
to see exactly what needs to be seen as well. So I think when it comes to the technology side, I definitely see it expanding and growing for that reason. Um, yes, and I do. And you know why I see the NFL expanding and growing, especially next season?
Why?
Because Bryce Young grew his beard out, so he means business. And the Carolina Panthers are gonna be fucking something this upcoming season.
And you're serious too.
I'm dead ass.
Well, I tell you what, now that you said that, is very interesting. I think the Chiefs won 11 games by one score last year. 11 games. We saw the Bengals go toe to toe with them until that one play, when that one call at the end. And I will tell you this, after seeing it on quarterback, he was early. He was early. So it was the right call. It was a pass interference call that should have been called. I disagreed with it all last season. But actually watching the quarterback, I'm man enough to say, hey, you know what? Seeing that side angle and seeing the actual play from his angle, the receiver's angle the whole time, the DB was early. So yeah, definitely it wasn't bang bang. It was bang, then the ball came. So shout out to me admitting that I was wrong. But you know what? Go ahead and take it away, girl. I think you're right. Electronically, I think they're gonna do better. And I think they need to investigate some of these referees that and not, I hate to say this because like I'm targeting the Chiefs, but really their games. They're the ones that we a lot of times when we get done watching on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, or yeah, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, or Saturday game and they have it, or Friday game, and we're sitting there like, oh my God, it came down to this one play. Like, bro, you really telling me that impacted the game that much? So I think that they should investigate it. I think some people probably took money, you know?
No, yeah, no, for real. I found there was like one post, right? I'm trying to find it. I forgot, but it was um the last time the Panthers went to the Super Bowl was in 2015. Um or the 2015 2016 Super Bowl, but it was like in that same season, the Yankees lost the World Series, and then this past season, the Yankees just lost, and
Yep.
it was another team, and it was like, is this brewing for another? Like everything in the other sports leagues happened this past season,
Yeah.
led up to the following season of the Panthers going to the Super Bowl. So people were making jokes and like in pictures and tweets like, does this mean that 2026 we're going to see the Panthers in the Super Bowl?
Right, right, right.
All right.
We'll see.
So we're gonna do a quiz. I already have all the answers. I'm not gonna tell you the answers till the end, and then I'm gonna give you your score, okay?
Okay.
And this is multiple choice. You just pick A, B, C, or D, okay? All right. So I am gonna share my screen that way you can see the multiple choice questions as well. Um, so it's 25 Super Bowl trivia questions for 2025. Now I already took like a screenshot of the answers, so I don't even know the answers unless I look at my phone. All
Okay.
right. There's just quizzing Frank.
Oh shit.
Can you see, is it small or is it
No, it's good
normal?
size. It's good size.
All right.
Hold on.
So, first question, right? What number Super Bowls is happening in 2025?
2025. So hold on. I'm trying to do the math real quick.
Upcoming.
Um, hold on. My pen.
Wait, how old is this? Because we just had Super Bowl 2025, right?
No. Well, the 2025 season now. That was January 26th this year. So they're talking about the one
I,
coming up. So
I
okay, hold on. Okay, that was 54, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 55, 57, 57, 58. It's gonna be 59.
see.
Yeah, see.
All right, I'm gonna write your answer down. Question two. What renowned jeweler is responsible for creating the Lombardi Trophy?
This I don't know, so I'm gonna go see Cartier.
When did I see your way out?
Yep.
Okay. Number three. How many teams have not won a Super Bowl?
Hold on. Uh, uh, the answer. Wait, hold on. I'm missing some teams, so I'm trying to. Um, got it. Texans. So Bills, Bengals, Vikings, Lions, Chargers, Texans, uh, Falcons. Oh man, fuck. Hold on. Shit. Uh, Bills, Jets won, Patriots won, Bills haven't, Miami has. Pittsburgh won, Bengals haven't, Ravens have. What was the other team? Shit.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds because it's 25
All right,
questions.
I'm gonna go 8.
See?
Yeah, I think it's more than that though, but
All right. See? All right. Number four. What day topped Super Bowl Sunday, which ranks second as the biggest food consumption day in America?
Thanksgiving.
You got four seasons in a row. How many Super Bowls have gone into overtime?
2.
D. Number six. What cities has hosted the most Super Bowls at 11?
Oh shit, Miami.
B.
Yeah.
Okay. Number seven. What player has the longest play in Super Bowl history at 108 yards?
What player?
Nicole
Oh,
Jones.
Devin Hester.
Okay, number eight. Who was the team to go undefeated through the Super Bowl? Patriots, Dallas Cowboys, Miami Dolphins.
Miami.
Okay. Number nine. How many NFL teams won three Super Bowls in a row?
0.
Okay. Number 10. What player has the record for most receiving yards and most receiving touchdowns in a Super Bowl? Julian Edelman,
Jerry Rice.
Rice, Larry Fitzgerald, or Jay Rice? Okay. B. Wait. That was B. I put, when you said zero, I wrote zero instead of B.
Oh,
All right. Number 11. Who was the
D.
youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl?
D.
Number 12. What player threw the pass in the Philly special?
Trey Burton. C.
Okay. Number 13. Who won the first ever Super Bowl and the second one too?
Alpha Green Bay Packers.
Number 14. Who had the longest national anthem performance during Super Bowl at a 2 minutes and 35 seconds?
Shit, I don't. Carrie Underwood. I don't know.
15. Four teams have never made it to the Super Bowl. Which of these teams is it? Texans, Raiders, Jets, Chargers.
Texans.
Okay, number 16. Who performed the 2024 Super Bowl halftime show last year? Beyonce, Dr. Dre, Usher, Rihanna.
If it was last year, shouldn't it be Kendrick
No, this was in January.
or
This
Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre.
No, Frank.
I'm wrong.
Yes.
Who was it then?
I'm not gonna use what he said. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh,
It was Usher. Remember he did it in Vegas?
that's right because he did the residency. The year before was Dre, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. What else?
Which team, number 17, which team has appeared in four Super Bowls without ever holding a lead in any of them?
The Bills.
Okay, number 18, besides the NFL Patriots, what other team leads the league with six Super Bowls?
Who are the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Period. Number 19, how much does the Lombardi Trophy weigh?
I don't. 18 pounds. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I should have grabbed it when I was in San Francisco and see what it felt like.
Number 20, what halftime show took place right before the stadium blackout in 2013?
Fuck. I don't know. Bruno Mars. I don't know.
Number 21, which player holds the record for the most rushing yards in a Super Bowl game that finished with 166 yards?
Marshall Falk. I could be wrong, but
Number 22, who was the first Black quarterback to both start and win a Super Bowl?
Williams.
Number 23, in Super Bowl history, how often have two teams squared off in a rematch, including 2025?
Uh, shit. You got Patriots and Giants,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say four.
See?
Yeah,
All right, number 24. In which Super Bowl did women officiate for the first time?
52. I could be wrong, but
I don't know Roman numerals.
it'll be D. But I think that's wrong.
Ain't no more Roman numerals. I would guess B.
Yeah, I would have. It's probably B.
Okay. Who holds the record as the oldest player to ever appear on a Super Bowl roster at 45?
Tom Brady.
All right. Do you want the seven bonus questions?
Uh, Hold on. Which Super Bowl? You said no. I don't care. No.
You care about those? All right. So, all right. I'll just tell you what those answers are.
Okay.
All right, sorry, I'm just scrolling back up. So that way I can read the question and tell you what your answer is and what the real answer is. All right, number one. What number Super Bowls happening in 2025? You answered C. The correct answer is C. Brum, brum, brum,
Right.
brum.
Right.
I had to get a different color to check it off. Okay, you got that right. Number two, what renowned jeweler is responsible for creating the Lombardi Trophy? You answer C. The correct answer is A. Tiffany and
Tiffany and
Company.
Company. Okay.
Number three, how many teams have not won a Super Bowl? You answered C. The correct answer is D. 12.
No. I gotta see. I gotta.
Hey Siri, how many teams have never won a Super Bowl?
No, I think 12 is right. I just want to know what teams they are.
Mhm. Atlanta Falcons, Minnesota Vikings, Buffalo Bills, Bengals, Cardinals, Jags, Panthers, Chargers,
That's what I was
Titans,
missing.
Browns, Lions, and the Texans.
See, I had Bills, Bengals, Vikings, Lions, Chargers, Texans, Falcons, and I forgot Jags and everybody else. It's just when that shit's on your head, it's like fuck. All right.
All right, number four. What tops Super Bowl Sunday ranked second? You answered C, Thanksgiving. The correct answer is C. Number five, how many Super Bowls have gone into overtime? You answered D, two. The correct answer is D. Number six, what city has hosted the most Super Bowls at 11? You said B, Miami. The correct answer is B, Miami. 3 for 3. Let me
I
go.
think the last time I answered New Orleans and it was wrong. It was Miami.
All right, number seven, which player had the longest playing Super Bowl history? You answered B, Devin Hester. The correct answer is A, Jacoby Jones.
Rip. Oh.
Okay, number 8. Who's the only team to go undefeated in a Super Bowl? You answered C, the Miami Dolphins. The correct answer is C. And number 9, how many NFL teams have won a Super Bowl 3 times in a row? You answered B, 0. The correct answer is B. And number 10, this player has the record for most receiving yards and touchdowns in a Super Bowl. You answered B, Jerry Rice. The correct answer for 10 is B. And number 11, who's the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl? You answered D, Benjamin Todd Roethlisberger. The correct answer for number 11 is D, Benjamin Todd Roethlisberger. And number 12, who threw the Philly special in Super Bowl 52? You answered C, Trey Burton. The correct answer for 12 is C. Look at you. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Let's go. All right. And number 13, who won the first ever Super Bowl and the second one too? You answered A, Green Bay Packers. The correct answer is A. Frank, you must be butter because you're on a roll.
Nikki said that to Sharice the other day. I was weak in the car.
Yeah, I love it. All right, at number 14, who had the longest national anthem during Super Bowl for 2 minutes and 35 seconds? You answered C, Carrie Underwood. Number 14, the correct answer is B, Alicia Keys.
Mm.
And number 15, 4 teams have never made it to Super Bowl. Which of these 3 teams is, or 4 teams is it? You answered A, Houston Texans. That is correct. At number 16, who performed the Super Bowl last year? You answered B, Dr. Dre. The correct answer is C, Usher.
Usher Raymond.
Number 17, which team has appeared in 4 Super Bowls without even holding a lead? You answered A, Buffalo Bills. The correct answer for number 17 is D, Minnesota Vikings.
The Vikings been to 4 Super Bowls?
Hey Siri, how many Super Bowls have the Minnesota Vikings been to?
Damn, I didn't know that. That's the only reason I went to Bills because I didn't think the Vikings went to 4.
And number 18, besides the New England Patriots, what other team holds the league with 6 Super Bowl champions? You said B, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The correct answer is B, the Pittsburgh Steelers. At number 19, how much does a Lombardi trophy weigh? You answered D, 18 pounds. For number 19, the correct answer is A, 7 pounds.
Oh, okay. That makes sense why Brady tossed it to Gronk.
I thought you were, I was thinking like 7 or 10 because that was the first thing that came in my head was
Yeah.
tossing it between freaking yachts,
Yeah.
ocean. And I was like, when you say 18, in my head, I was like, I don't think Brady would toss an 18-pound trophy across the ocean to the other ship,
He
you
was
know?
drunk. He was drunk. You never know what you could do when you're drunk.
But that's facts. That's facts. And number 20, which halftime show took place right before the stadium blackout? You answered B,
It was
Bruno.
Beyonce because they said she tore out the stadium in New Orleans and the power went out. You're right.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah,
It was Beyonce.
I gave you that look like, oh, Frank. That's okay. You remember it after. Number 21, which player holds the record for most rushing yards in a Super Bowl game and finished with 166 yards? You answered C, Marshall Faulk. The correct answer for number 21 is D, Marcus Allen.
Really? Okay.
Number 22, who's the first quarterback to both start and win a Super Bowl? You answered B, Williams. The correct answer is B, Williams. Number
The
23.
Redskins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Number 23, in Super Bowl history, how often have 2 teams scored off in a match, including 2025? You answered C, 4. The correct answer is B, 10.
10? Shit. Well, I know Cowboys got a few in there, I think. Well, you got to think the Bills did it against the Cowboys twice.
Mm-hmm.
So Bills, Cowboys, Patriots, Giants, Chiefs, and Eagles. That's
Think about the ones in like the 70s and 80s.
yeah, that's just
Don't know, you know?
yeah.
So, all right. Number 24. In which Super Bowl did a woman officiate for the first time? You said D, 2020 or 2018. The correct answer is C, 2021.
Mm.
And number 25, who holds the record as the oldest player to appear in Super Bowl roster at the age of 45? You said A, Tom Brady. The correct answer is A, Tom
How many
Brady.
I got wrong?
All right, so you got One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11 wrong. So you got 14 right.
I'm at 44%.
No, it's 25 questions.
Yeah, you divide 11 by 25.
No, you don't. You divide 14 by 25
Oh,
because
yeah,
that's
yeah, 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 yeah. You're right.
56 per. You look at you. You put it
56.
way lower than what it is. All right, now here's the bonus questions. Let's see if you just they don't count. Let's just see if you know them. Okay. All right, the first one is which Super Bowl record did the Chiefs set during their 31-20 victory over the 49ers? What do you think it is?
I'm gonna say most fourth down conversions.
It was C, the most points scored in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
All right, the next one. When did the Philadelphia Eagles make their first Super Bowl appearance?
2005.
2005 is no, the first Super Bowl appearance was in 1980.
Oh wow. Okay. I was like a year old.
Yeah,
Like not even. I was months old.
there's only 7 questions, by the way.
uh okay.
What what team last beat the Chiefs in a Super Bowl game?
Go Birds, Eagles.
No, this is before the 20. This was January 2025. So,
Oh, the Bucks.
yep, it's the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, how many world championships did the Eagles win before the merger in 1966?
I don't know this. I'm gonna go one.
The answer is 3.
Oh, okay. So they have three NFL championships
Mhm.
and two Super Bowls. So they got five. Okay.
Number 5, how many Super Bowl MVPs does the Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes have?
Three.
Yep, 3 is correct. Number 6, the Eagles led the NFC. Oh, so these questions, because it's almost a matchup. That's probably why. It's Eagles and
Oh.
Chiefs. The Eagles led the NFC and what statistics in the 2025 regular season?
Uh
Number
was it hold on. You said
The Eagles led the NFC in which stats in the 2025, so last season? Is it offensive turnovers, points scored?
conversion rate.
It's D, rushing yards.
Oh, rushing yards. Okay.
And number 7, who was the Super Bowl MVP the last time the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
Nick Foles.
Correcto mundo.
Fucking Nick Foles. He ain't even got a job now. That bitch is on the couch somewhere chilling, coaching his kids team. All right. Well, that's it for us. Good topic, good questions. You know what? I think you should say those for next Saturday. Huh?
The trivia was fun.
It was. It was. It just sucked that it was me by myself. Um,
But the next time all of us are on, I will have another Jeopardy that's like a lot better. So
yeah, because I like beating them up.
you would have won that one too. Like I think
I think Jewel could have gave me a run for the money with the Eagles ones.
well, yeah, those are the bonus questions at the end. So
Yeah, I think June could have given me a run for the money. But all right, well listen, Bree, you want to say anything before we close it out?
another great episode. NFL season is approaching. We got 2.5 weeks until the Hall of Fame game against the Chargers and the Lions. So 31st, time's a ticking.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for joining us today. Another good episode, another good topic. Bree, it's always good having you here. Like, share, subscribe, tune in, let us know we could do better. We're giving you more episodes, shorter time, so you don't got to sit through an hour and a half of us talking and arguing and shooting shit. You get no fluff, straight words and points. So that's Frank presents the play call. Till next week. Peace.